Hey, everybody. Just wanted to give you a weather update. It's time to update everybody for the weather forecast. We are now under a winter storm watch, and this is for Tuesday through Wednesday storm, the one I was talking about last night. Things have really kind of fallen in place. The weather models are starting to agree now what's going to happen. So I'll show you all that here in just a second. But just so you know, let's go start with the winter storm watch first and share that to everybody. So give me just a second to share my screen. Okay, and the timing and everything of this storm, I think it's going to be pretty close to following everything that they're predicting at this point. So let's start with the winter storm watch. Okay, so I can zoom in on this. So heavy snow possible from Tuesday through Wednesday afternoon. Total accumulation between 5 and 10 inches. Okay, some of us are going to get the 10, some of us are going to get that 5, but either way, it's still heavy, wet snow that's going to happen. So it's going to be difficult for us. Okay, east central, north central, and northeast Colorado is where it's going to be at. So again, we've got to be ready to prepare ourselves for this because it's going to make terrible roadways, hazardous roadways. So if we're planning on traveling Tuesday to Wednesday, in the morning, we're looking at some dangerous driving conditions are possible. Okay, so let's start with the first model that I ran to see what it looked like. And as you can see here, this one here feels pretty good that we're going to be sitting around that 12-inch mark, 8 to 10 inches right here. Looks like Washington County is right here. Yuma County, Phillips, Cedric, those counties are going to be involved. And you're looking out here in the Eastern Plains off of I-70. So that is the potential from this model. And this is the middle range model. So this one's already starting to feel comfortable with the long range model. So let's look at the long range. So this one is the Euro, which has been pretty close to being on this winter, I've noticed. I feel like it's done better than the GFS, but that's just my opinion. But you look here on this model, this guy here is saying 15 inches about right here, 15.3, 16.1. I mean, these are pretty high snowfall totals out here for Northeast Colorado, basically putting us in the bullseye for that. Unfortunately, Southeast Colorado won't get a lot. They'll get a little bit of moisture, but nothing what we're going to get out here in Northeast Colorado. Let's take a look at this model here. This one it's not fully loaded yet. You can see it's still kind of in the yellow, so it hasn't loaded it completely, but once it loads, we'll get more. But you can even see here, just in this spot, the bullseye, Southern Morgan County, 17 inches, 11. This one looks like it says 12.7. So there's some pretty good snowfall totals. So all three of these models are starting to come together saying, hey, look, we think there's going to be something. And you can see this is other storms out and about. Okay, this is future for storms. So let's just start tonight's storm right here that's coming through. Doubtful will get much, maybe a dusting of snow tonight, overnight. Okay, so Monday will be good. It's that Tuesday to Wednesday night factor. Watch this. Boom, it's going to come through. Okay, this is by Thursday. Let's continue the model through Friday. And then this is Monday of next week. You'll see some more snow coming in. Now, the models are exaggerating. Don't get me wrong. This one's saying 26 inches total by next Monday. Again, though, that is just exaggerating, saying nope. I mean, you can go down here and it's going to say 50-some inches, which is just because the models are models. They're predicting. Okay, they're not exact. So we may have another one, that series of several storms coming through. So the next big one could be here Monday. We'll see what happens if it lines out. And as you can see, you've got Nebraska, Kansas getting involved in this as well, and a sliver of southeast Wyoming. So I think we're all in play for the tri-state area or quad state area out here. So just be prepared for that. Let's look at the other model, let it run through. Let me drag this back a little bit, start it over. Here's tonight's storm, boom. This one thinks we'll get about 1/10 of an inch, a little trace of snow. Okay, and then here comes Tuesdays, boom, comes through. And then we'll go to Friday. And then there's that Monday storm. Okay, Monday through Wednesday. It doesn't see as much snow for us. The Euro doesn't. But you can see it's still trying to show some accumulating by Tuesday and Wednesday of next week. I'll let it run through one more time. There you go. Let's stop it there. And you can see some more snowfall totals there. So, and this one here runs out right here. It's only 84 hours out. It's a middle range model. So let's look at the Weather Prediction Center has for us. This was kind of interesting. I don't usually use weather prediction much, but these guys always have a good map for me to use. Oops, let me zoom in on it. Okay, so this is the Weather Prediction Center. I like looking at these guys too. They're good resource for me. This one here is showing 72-hour probability of snow accumulating higher than 2 inches. So that means we got an 80% chance of that. They really strongly feel that. So if I bump it up to 4 inches, you can see it's still around 60 to 70% chance of 4 inches of snow. Okay, so we'll go here, bump it to 8 inches. The chances start dropping, but we're still in the 20 to 30% chance. And that's 3 days out. That's 72 hours out. So that's not bad for getting to that 8-inch total. And then we look here at 12, it kind of bottoms out, gets to that 1% chance, which is normal. Unless you're in Kansas, you got a 20% chance, 10 to 20% chance of a foot or more of snow. So that's kind of what it looks like for them at the Weather Prediction Center. So finally, let's just kind of take it back here. Let me zoom this in. I apologize for the zooming on that guy. That was pretty big. Whoa. Ooh, that thing got really large. Excuse me. Sorry, let me add a new screen. I don't know what happened there. So we'll add a new quick screen here real quick. Won't take long. Sorry, everybody. Oops. Sure, naturally all my stuff is doing whatever it wants here. There we go. Now it's loading. So there's the winter storm watch that I was talking about for everybody. You can see it's pretty much all of Northeast Colorado, including I-70 out by Lyman and places. So everybody needs to start your preparations now. It's a couple of days out. It's just saying, hey, we're prepared. We're ready to go. Am I saying we're going to get the big one? No, not yet, because we're not quite there. That's why the watch is out, just saying, hey, there's potential of this happening. So you might want to start preparing just in case. Okay, looking at the winter weather decision report that they had issued for the Weather Service, we'll take a look. This is tonight's storm, so I don't know if they're really going to have much here. This is tonight's chances of snow. You could see less than an inch. And no ice is forecasted here in Colorado, which is nice. But like I said, we've got to look out. We go here. There's that winter storm outlook. As you could see, pretty good chance of it right here for later on for the week for us. So time to prep, not time to worry. So just be ready to get things done as you need to. Prepare if you need to get some extra. I don't know why that computer just did that. My keyboard has not been working tonight. I don't know what is going on with my keyboard. For some reason, my keyboard has just decided to stop working. So might have to have somebody look at my keyboard because I don't know what's going on with that thing. That is so strange how it just doesn't want to work for me. So anyway, I'm going to click here. Maybe it'll take me to our conditions. There we go. Okay, there we go. At least I got that working. So let's look. Our humidity, 81%, which is so strange. I'm not used to that here in January. Does it feel like Miami humidity? No. But there are high humidity amounts, and that's why it's been kind of just, if you don't have the nosebleed like I don't have right now, it's been great because it's so moist out there. So current temperature 36, wind chill of 28. We can look through for the rest of the week. People are wondering when, time scale, anything. I don't have that yet. I mean, my chart will give me some guesses, but I don't really want to call it until I can see it a little bit better as we go into it. Yeah, I'm looking out here. This is probably 2 days out, so maybe 11 o'clock is what it's guessing on Tuesday to Wednesday. So Tuesday is kind of that guess day of when it's going to happen. So just giving you the heads up so everybody's prepared. Okay, again, don't panic. Everything's good right now, but we will see what will come in place. Okay. Really, Sean. But just keep that in mind for the upcoming week. I think that's it. I just wanted to share that with you. So you guys are ready to go and know that the winter storm watch is now in effect. It's just saying that you're certainly welcome, Deborah. It's just time now that you need to get your preparations in place. I'm being truthful. I've already been cutting ice out on my driveway because from the last few storms, the ice thickness is just ridiculous, and it freezes, it thaws, it freezes, it thaws, and I'm just changing back and forth. And my arms are tired from cutting ice, but you know what? It's got to be done. So just keep it that. Naomi, right now, some of the models are guessing between 6 and 10 inches of snow. Right now, I'm leaning on the higher end, but again, things can change depending on where the low pressure sets up. Great question on the wind speed. I don't see any blizzard conditions out of this guy. You might see, looking at some of the winds are about 11 to 20 miles an hour. That's not enough to cause blizzard conditions. So you need to be higher than that to cause blizzard conditions. So I don't see any blowing, drifting snow issues out here. I know, I'm sorry, that's not what you wanted to hear. So, but the current wind speed outside is 1.3 miles an hour. Not too bad. It's pretty quiet out there right now. That's what my house is getting. So it depends where you're at too, though. So just keep that in mind. So it's going to be a real busy week for weather. So just have all your plans in place, especially if you're driving. Please, please, please pack a winter survival kit. I teach that at school with the kids and tell them, do you have a first aid kit in your car? Do you have blankets just in case? Because if you get stranded. So those are just some of those things that I've mentioned to a lot of the kids, and they've learned that. So, yeah. So, all right. Last chance is that I'm assuming that's where you're out at, Naomi. I-70, unfortunately, you guys get just normal. You're kind of like Cheyenne, Wyoming. You guys get all the wind out there. I don't see it being a problem for you out there either at this point, but it all depends on how that low pressure develops. If it tightens up, then yeah, winds are going to definitely cause issues. But right now, it's not showing that. So we'll see what happens where that low develops. Again, it all has to develop first. So, all right, there you go. You're absolutely welcome, Mandy. Appreciate you tuning in. So now that I can share this with you, good, done. I've been stressed all day because my bills decided to scare me badly. As you can see, I love Josh Allen, but man, he scared me today. But we made it, and we're in. So next week is going to be a big game. So that's it. Have a great rest of your weekend. And for those of you that I work with, I'll see you all tomorrow. And again, like us, share us on Facebook, hearts, thumbs, all those things. That really helps us out on our Facebook bonuses. So that's it. Have a great rest of your weekend, and we'll update you again tomorrow as things change. I knew, Sean, that you would have something to say. Love you, man. All right. We'll talk to you all later. Have a great day and take care. Bye now.